Deep in the vast desert, right on the border between Saudi Arabia and the UAE, lies a mysterious cave that only a handful of people on Earth have ever found. And if you ever manage to reach it, your life will never, ever be the same again. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss stories like this, especially when they're 100% real. This incredible story happened to a 24-year-old girl living in Riyadh. She says that one day, after a huge fight with her family and friends, she felt completely drained. Mentally, emotionally, just empty. So she grabbed her car keys and just started driving, with no destination in mind. Her thoughts were a chaotic storm of noise and pain. She drove deep into the desert, further than she ever thought she could go. When she finally snapped out of her daze, she found herself surrounded by giant mountains riddled with caves. Something inside her, an unexplainable urge, pushed her to start exploring. Every cave she entered looked ordinary, just rocks, darkness, and nothing special. That is, until she noticed one specific cave around 8 in the morning. Sunlight was falling directly on its entrance like a perfect beam, as if pointing her directly to it. Curious, she stepped inside. Now you have to understand, it was summer, a blistering desert summer. The kind of heat that burns your skin just from breathing. Every rock inside that cave was scorching hot, except for one. A strange turquoise glowing stone, and it was ice cold to the touch, almost like it had just been pulled from a freezer. She sat on it for a moment to cool down, then decided to pick it up, thinking maybe it was a rare mineral she could sell. But the moment she turned around, she saw it. A light. A bright, impossible light coming from deep within the cave, a place where there should have been nothing but absolute darkness. She dropped her bag right next to the cold stone and started walking toward the light. Step by step, going deeper and deeper into the mountain for what felt like nearly 15 minutes. At the end of the long tunnel, she found a giant stone door, slightly ajar, glowing from behind with a light that felt exactly like sunlight. Not artificial light, but pure, natural sunlight, somehow shining from inside a solid mountain. She pushed the stone door, and it moved as if it weighed nothing. She stepped through, and just like that, she was in another world. A real world. A sky stretched out above her, with a golden sun hanging in it. Endless green fields, more vibrant than anything on Earth, spread out before her. The trees bore fruits she had never seen before, and the colors of everything seemed unreal, too vivid, too perfect. It felt like a physical, tangible version of heaven. She walked for a while until she reached a village made of wooden houses. The wood itself looked like nothing she'd ever seen on Earth. Children were playing nearby. Their skin was pale, their hair unusually light, and their eyes were wide and bright. They looked human, but not quite. An elderly man approached her and said, "You're a visitor. You are not from this land." She was stunned and asked him if they were humans or jinn. He replied, "We are Ins, but not humans. Not your kind of humans." He then welcomed her warmly, saying, "Peace be upon you, Muslim girl. Your visit here is permitted. You may explore whatever you wish." She asked him if this was another planet. "No," he said. "This is Earth, but a different Earth. Another land created by God. A land with its own sky, its own seas, and its own time." He explained that this world can only be seen by those whose bloodline is connected to theirs, meaning one of her distant ancestors must have come from their world. She explored their world in awe. She saw its strange and beautiful animals, its constantly glowing sky, its golden-tinted atmosphere. Everything felt pure, clean, and untouched. Even the food they gave her tasted unbelievably good, better than anything she'd ever eaten. She was completely shocked when she heard the call to prayer echo through the village, the exact same adhan she knew. The old man told her, "We have Muslims, Christians, Jews. All faiths exist here, just as they do in your world." When her visit was over, he guided her back to the giant stone gate. She stepped through, grabbed her bag and the strange turquoise stone and walked out of the cave. But outside, it was pitch black night. She had entered the cave around 8 a.m. and spent what felt like less than half an hour inside the other world. But back on her Earth, more than 10 hours had passed. She rushed home, completely confused, only to find her mother crying and hugging her tightly, yelling, "Where were you? You've been missing for 2 months. 2 months, not half an hour." 2 whole months had passed in her world. She checked her phone, her laptop, the dates confirmed it. Time truly did flow differently there. Later, when she took the strange stone to specialists, they were baffled. They told her it was a mineral they had never seen before on Earth and it was millions of years old. A billionaire heard about it and bought it from her for a massive fortune. She lived happily for years with her new wealth. But then, a tragic accident took the lives of both her parents. She was heartbroken, alone, and drowning in a deep depression. That's when she remembered the other world. She wrote a farewell letter to her close friends, transferred all of her money and possessions to them, and returned to the desert cave. Inside, a new turquoise stone had appeared, sitting exactly where the old one had been. As soon as she touched it, the mysterious light appeared again at the end of the tunnel. The door opened. The same old man greeted her on the other side. He smiled and said, "You left us 2 months ago, but in her world." 10 years had passed. She told him she wanted to stay permanently this time. He warned her, 1 year here is many years in your world. If you ever decide to return, everyone you once knew will be long gone. She accepted the price. She built a new life there. She got married, had children, and lived peacefully for what felt to her like 20 years. After 2 decades in their world, she felt a pull to see her old world one last time. When she stepped out of the cave, over 200 years had passed. Everything she knew was gone. Everyone she loved, gone. She turned around, walked back through the stone door, and returned to the hidden world forever. And she is not the only human who chose this path. Some people who find this place never return at all. So, let me ask you, if you found that cave, what would you do? Would you live there forever? Or just take a quick visit and come back? Or would you just take the magical stone and sell it for millions? Before you answer, don't forget to subscribe. Stories like this are real, they are rare, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. And hey, if you have a true or original story you'd like me to tell, send it to me on Instagram or TikTok. All the links are down below.